Hello, hello. I am live at, what time is it? 10:45 on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're anything like me, then you've had a wonderful night, maybe on your own. I don't know what you're doing. I took tomorrow off because in the States, it's a day off. They have some kind of weird holiday. I don't know what it is, but so I'm up late and let me tell you the story why I'm up right now. My buddy Jacob, who works at Sainsburys and does deliveries, and we exchange beers. He tells me a week ago that, no, it was actually Saturday, that Brew by Numbers number 5 is available at Sainsburys in Lincolnshire. It's not available here at all. Where I live, forget it, right? And I'm thinking, Brew by Numbers, I've not had a bad beer from Brew by Numbers. So I said, yeah, give me a whole ton of them. And he says, great, because I gave him one when I had a whole bunch of them. I didn't review it because I couldn't get it anymore. So I thought, what's the point of reviewing a beer? I can't tell you where to buy it. So he shows up with a big bag of them, and it was a white can. It said 05 on it. It was a Citra Simcoe. It was delicious. And he hands me, did he hand me a white can? No. He hands me this one. And you know what? I'd love to show you a photo close up on a website, but I cannot because I can't even find it on a website. So there we have it. This is not Citra and Simcoe. This is Citra and Chinook. 6% 05. He realized shortly afterwards, after I gave it to him, I gotta get the focus right, that he hadn't given me the same beer. I wanted 12 of the beer that was awesome that I gave him. And he went, yeah, 05. But that's not bad. That means we get to try this together. I've not had it. And it educated me on how Brew by Numbers do their beer. I did not say this last time I did the delicious cherry trifle stout. So let's take a quick look at what we're talking about when I say the Brew by Numbers 05. Share it up. Right. Here's BBNo. And, actually, let's just show you. I took a photo, right? You saw it a second ago over blah, blah, blah. Yeah. There it is. There it is. There's a closer look. I can do that for you, right? So forget that. Well, you go to their site, buying beer from Brew by Numbers, it's not easy because they sell out a lot. They have a lot of things. If you see the price of normal beers, this is a small 07, a wit beer, orange cream. A beer's normally £5. That was $3.50. Hence, I got a whole bunch of them. But if you look at Brew by Numbers and you search on the 05, which I did, you find this one, a West Coast India Pale Ale. East or West, I don't know. You can't buy it anymore. It's sold out. This is $4.40. Let's look at this. Was it Beer 52 version? Citra Amarillo. Very cool. Slightly different label, still black, but not the one I've got. But look at the rating. Whoa, people like it. Let's check here. Now, whatever difference guide is, I should know. I don't. I apologize. But these guys broke down the different numbers. 01's a Saison, 02's in, and so on and so on. But we go to the 05. 05, the category is India Pale Ale. And you can see the different versions they've had. Amarillo Citra, which we've seen. American hops, whatever they were. Amarillo Mosaic, Motueka, Centennial, Simcoe, Chinook. And it goes on because I had Citra Simcoe. This is Citra Chinook, which I think is the predecessor to the one I had. So I had the current generation. I guess there's a new 05 coming. But I had the one before had. They must have cleared out or something due to lack of sales or whatever. They went to a supermarket, and that's a good thing about supermarkets, right? You can do that. They'll take the extra off your hands. So that blew my mind. So now if you want to go to BBNo or Brew by Numbers and get a beer you like, the 05 is a pretty critical thing. You want to know the numbers. I know I love the 05. I know I love the 08. I know I love the 10 for sure. If we go way up, well, if you look at the ones that I reviewed already, it's really cool. I love the idea of Brew by Numbers. I had a 14. It's not there yet. Oh, there's triple. Yeah, there we go. So that's kind of where we stand with this. This is another new one. So I thought, what's the point of reviewing one that you can't buy, but That's wrong. I'm reviewing the 5 and how good the 5s are. And so this is my second 5, and we'll see how good it is. All right, shall we kick that off? A big thanks to Jacob for pulling this off, because he didn't have to tell me that they had it. He only bought one for himself. I should have left him one. I think I kind of cleared the place out. So Citra hops, we're expecting floral, West Coast, HBC generated hop. So grapefruit, citrus, loveliness. But Chinook, we're expecting super piney, spicy. Chinook is used prolifically throughout BrewDog. If you know BrewDog, they kind of rely on it. It's almost like an overarching sentiment throughout their beers. And I do like their beers. That's just, guilty pleasure. But let's see what this looks like in this. I'm using a BrewDog glass, which is not intentional, because maybe it's appropriate though, because they do a lot of Chinook in their beers. They must get a good deal on it. But Chinook that's not West Coast, so don't think. You can get that in Germany. You can get that Oregon, Idaho. I think that's what I remember. I could be wrong. It's not a West Coast associated beer. Slight haze, frothy, looks good, smelled good when I poured it. Really good. BBNo has been around since 2014. I had a little run-in with them in, you watched my previous one, how I got a lot of really cheap beer out of them. They always have a discount code at the moment, Fresh 10, all one word. Don't pay full price from them. All right, first sip. And it's gone. That's like putting your money on Bitcoin. It's like gone. That just went away. I expected way more than that. That just was like water. Hold on. Let's check. It's 6%, right? 6%. 05. Let's do it again. Yeah, take 2 sips. It does have that little bit of washed out Citra, which I have associated in previous videos with watered down OJ, which is like a family tradition when I grew up to try and save money. It's not. One more. It's there. Like it is. There's a latent light grapefruit juiciness to it, and there's I'd say a builder of a pininess and spice to it. I almost think it would go with Indian food really well, although lagers go well, obviously, really well with Indian food. Yeah, I just don't think I think I need food with this. It's kind of making me hungry. It doesn't have a big floral bounty. It has a slow building pininess to it. It's got it's almost like a cooling kind of, like I would normally associate it with the Sabro, but it's not Sabro. So one more. Yeah. So it has a very light, slightly watered down juiciness to it. No fruity punch, long lasting after a few sips. Pininess and spiciness to it, and a bit of like a minty kind of cool to it. So this is where I think if you want, this is good for spicy food, or if you like to think you're drinking a session ale, yet you kind of want 6% because you're a little late to the game. That is where this fits. It's pretty good, actually. I'm going to score it up now. All right. What do I do when I score things up?
And he scores an impossible goal.
Yeah, I have a thing for that now. All right. Can. I love the consistency. I like, this sounds pedantic, but the black, come on. That's awesome, right? That's a little attention to detail. That's extra money that most people don't care about. I like it. So it gets a 4 on packaging. The art and the consistency, it's not as cool as the other 05 that I showed you, but I like it. I don't know if I mark it up or down. I gave it up on packaging, so let's keep it level for that. So 7 total for packaging and art. And uniqueness, it's a 2-hop IPA. That's not unique. That's a 3. That's a nice beer. Accurate, totally accurate. So I'm going to give an extra 0.4 on accuracy. So now we're at 14, 2 7s. And do I like it? I think it's actually pretty good. Is it amazing? Yeah, you know. So let's go 777. That gives us a 21 out of 30, 3.5-ish, you know, on Untapped when I check it in a moment. That's where we're going to stick. It's a nice little over-alcoholed session. Cooling, I think, would rock with a spicy curry. There you go. I should do more meal pairings. And there we go. That is the end of this one. And the good news, based on some pressure from Anthony from Life is Beautiful, is that today I got finished a script that if I check this beer into Untapped, I have a script that pulls that data out, combines it with my information on YouTube, and will populate my YouTube data and automatically upload a video. And this is a live video, but when I record previous ones, it'll do all that and it'll push into my website. So I am getting super close to having this monstrosity of a beer processing machine. Stay tuned for more information on that. Until then, my name is Steve Giguère. This is BeerNative. If you're new to all of this, well, it's a little late to say subscribe, but if you do, please ring the bell. And that is me out. See you next time.